Welcome back to Rosalie Park here in the now sunny Perth, Western Australia, home of the Subiaco Lacrosse Club for the final of the Women's 2015 Australian Lacrosse Association National Lacrosse Championships. I'm joined by Australian lacrosse legend Paul Mollison for the start of the women's grand final. And well, today's going to pit of two very, very good sides against each other. The action started on Thursday at the round robin games with the Australian under-19 girls upsetting Western Australia before the preview for today's game went the way of Victoria with a relatively comprehensive victory in what was a good game. Later in the week, the girls continued to play with the under-19 girls, having a fantastic game as the weeks went on, and then Western Australia eventually taking on South Australia for the right to play in today's game, and South Australia prevailing by a goal. Heading into today's game, it's going to be a ripper. Paul, what do you think South Australia need to do to overcome Victoria's fast start in the last occasion?
First up, Tim, it's centre draw, big key to the game. Victoria have been strong all week through Danelle Mollison mainly at draw. If South Australia can get their fair percentage, then they get first use of the ball and they'll get their chances in offence. Yep. Second point, shooting and goalkeeping goes hand in hand. The other day, Victoria took 6 shots before they scored their first goal. South Australia goalkeeper Emma Farquhar had 6 saves to start the game, so that let them down. On the other end, SA are going to have to shoot very, very sharply against Sue McSullivan. We expect her to start, and that's the key to their game. South Australia did shoot very well against WA after a little bit of a flat game against Victoria the first time round. So they've gotten better and better day by day, and it's going to be a very close battle out there.
Look, it's definitely going to be. Victoria and South Australia, definitely the two powerhouses when it comes to women's lacrosse in Australia. Two very, very good sides that can compete with anybody in the world. I'm going to ask you to put your money where your mouth is. Who do you think prevails today?
Well, I'll try not to be loyalist, but I'll say 11-9 Victoria.
11-9 Victoria. I think South Australia might get up for the upset. So to make it interesting, I might put on the red and blue, and I think South Australia might prevail by 1. We're just getting into national anthems at the moment. We're just going to take a short break, and we'll come back with the first face-off of the game. You're watching the Australian Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to Rosalie Park in Perth, Western Australia for the final of the Women's National Championships between Victoria and South Australia. We're lucky enough today to have one of the under-19 girls, Lacrosse, who's here today to assist us in commentary with Paul Mollison. So we're going to kick over there now and get the game underway.
Abby Bird just moving it down the field. Looking to get it behind. Across the top. Feed into Rachel Kirkheimer. Ball is picked up by SA and they're clearing it down the field. I definitely think Hayley Sofanis has some good experience behind her. She's a strong player from behind. So is Sarah Mollison. The two of them working together are very strong. Danelle Mollison, she's a lefty. They use her very well. And Rachel Kirkhope. She's got some wheels on her. SA now trying to clear the ball.
I reckon anyone's going to want to roll after it.
I think Victoria lots of possession time. Big side by SA, knocked down by goalkeeper.
SA working it across the top. Yeah, very balanced. They're working it around. Clears it to Lauren Hunter.
Both very different and
Bree Hussey, I've had a lot of experience with her and I still struggle to shoot her. She's very active. Really a lot, so it makes it very hard for
Sun's a right pain, isn't it?
definitely are.
now they're just setting up the same way.
Margin, you think that probably didn't reflect how close
Very cat and mouse like both ends, both teams. There's another look, bottom corner, almost knocked down. Ground ball, Bree Hussey, and Victoria way to clear.
The pop over to Abby Burgess, she's running it down the field.
I just turned it off. Well, I think I turned it off. I'll see what it does. Okay.
There's a foul on SA.
Emily Zaborski will come to the 11 metre for a free position. No, the foul outside the 11. No, inside the 11, being cleared.
It'd be nice to get that first one on the board, wouldn't it?
Yeah, good crash and block by SA, but we've got a foul.
Yellow card being given.
It's a yellow card to Courtney Hobbs. That brings Emily Zaborski to the 11 for another free position.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Someone from South Australia, frankly.
Oh, really?
No more, Miller.
Tim, can you please mention that there was a tech issue with the sound? So you apologise for the sound.
Oh, okay, yeah. We apologise for any problems on the sound for our viewers at home. Just had a slight technical problem which we believe's been fixed. So we apologise you denied us. We've denied you to date, but rest assured we're well and truly back. As Victoria score the first one.
Feed from Hayley Stefanis into Danelle Mollison, and she puts it low.
Absolutely ripped that shot. That's a corker, isn't it?
It's a lovely shot.
Key to get that first one because it would have been wanted. That South Australia would have been desperate after their early game to try and snag that first goal. But
Bit of transition, but Victoria's found the back of the net first.
Yeah, always very hard a man down. A little bit of ball movement, cutter or two, it gives you an opening.
And we're back to the centre.
Change at draw for SA. Charlotte Winnan in up against Danelle Mollison. Charlotte's played well on the draw this week as well. This will be a good battle. Came out very quickly. Abby Burgess with the ground ball.
very slick on that ground ball there, just weaved in fantastically. If they're not careful, the Vicks will be able to put a buffer in here pretty easily.
SA still a player short.
Can you be hurt? Yeah.
Just steadying the ball up again. Just obviously not looking to push it too much at the moment.
Up top with Hayley Stefanis.
Rachel Kirchheimer shot, goal.
2-0,
Nice.
blink of an eye.
Nice feed from Hayley Stefanis.
Absolutely thread the needle with that feed, didn't she? Fantastic. Great shot, great finish as well. Clinical in the finish.
Yeah, Rachel took that, she weaved in and fed it low and found the back of the net.
Yeah, I think the calibre of goalkeeping, they're going to want to be pretty spot on with their shots to date, aren't they? They're fantastic finishes. Pretty important face-off this one. I think that South Australia definitely need to get a first touch, start to get a bit of possession, or this game could get away from them pretty quickly.
So look, 2 minutes on the yellow card, Tim. You can come up with 2 or 3 goals in that time if you
Can
work
do a
in
lot
really
of
well.
damage.
Charlotte Winnan, Danelle Mollison once again. Bonnie Wells comes up with the ground ball for SA.
Timely possession. They need to start to apply some scoreboard pressure.
And all even, SA back on the yellow card back on the field.
It should be all good now. Yeah, it is. I just got Tim to just mention that we had some
Yeah. 3 second call on
Yep,
Victoria.
3-second call on number 2, Lauren Hunter.
Yes, they really need to capitalise here.
looks positive. Yeah, if you chuck it 720, it looks clean.
Got it behind.
Oh, wonderful feed.
Bella Pickett feeds it into Courtney Hobbs and she finishes low.
Just grazed the pipe nicely on that. Just put that stick low. Great goal. 2-1. That was much needed just to get it back into the game a little bit. I think just to hold that momentum. Like you say, that card definitely came at a pretty inopportune time.
Definitely. No, SA will have to work back, come up with one goal. They'll look to get another now.
It was a nice feed by Bella Pickett.
Oh,
too.
fantastic feed. Yeah, they just absolutely picked that. Pickett did a great job finding the open player. But I think the finish was just as good. Rip it down nice and low.
Abby Burgess again coming up with the centre draw.
See, she's absolutely picking them up through the middle, isn't she? She's killing
Uses
them at the
her
moment.
height very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Great pick up and great pick. Get in the first choice, and then she goes and does that. Put the kibosh on it. That's
A
entirely
feed
on me.
picked off by the SA goalie.
Emma Farquhar picked that up very well.
I got to stop putting the kibosh on people.
Bit of
Oh,
a loose clear.
Yeah, it's
Lets Victoria off the hook, gives them possession.
on paper, these guys have put out some pretty good sides for this one, haven't they? Some good sides that have come over from both South Australia and Victoria for this one.
Oh, both teams are quite strong.
Both very experienced.
Early Safana's out of trouble, double teamed, draws a foul.
Yeah, I was looking through the list earlier in the week and I was impressed with the calibre, I think, across all teams. We found the 19s had a pretty good week as well, getting a couple of wins against WA.
Definitely. We had 2 wins against WA. Unfortunately, fell short against SA and Victoria, but
Yeah.
big learning experience for us.
Oh,
We were happy to be a part of this Nationals.
Yeah, it'd be nice to. You definitely broke the hearts of the crowd here today, who were looking to see some West Australians in action. But unfortunately, rather disappointingly, I think they'll be pretty disappointed. Paul, don't you think Western Australia not coming away with a win this week?
Yeah, look, I thought they looked great on the first day against the under-19s, and then they're a little bit untidy against SA, and SA took the advantage of any mistake.
Oh, Victoria with another great
Here we go,
goal.
Rachel Kirchheimer finishing on the bottom left corner, a feed from Hayley Safanis.
It was an athletic goal from Kirchheimer. Stefanos, she got 3 assists already today.
That's her third.
3 from 3.
Very keen eye.
Well, if you're coaching South Australia, clearly they need to do something. I mean, it's 3-1 down. Stefanos has thrown 3 assists out of the 3 goals. What are you saying? What are you telling your players? You've got to try and curb that. What are you doing?
Well, Hayley Safanis has been strong from the back of the net all week. When she's behind, so far this game, while she's been behind, she's had a player tied on her. So she's inverted high and she's feeding high. So they're overplaying her, and they're giving more space on the bottom corner for Rachel to slip in. Change up.
It was Kate Polsky in the centre for South Australia.
Victoria getting on top in the middle, aren't they?
With possession, the SA have pulled the last 2 draws, but Victoria have come up with the ball.
Rachel again. Now Rachel Kirchheimer with a free position.
This could be a telling blow early in the game. If they can get out to a 4-1 lead this early, South Australia really need to make the stop here.
Rachel pulls it out. Drives back in.
Oh,
Great shot high.
in traffic, gets a top corner shot.
Pulled that one down from the heavens and he's ripped that. Couldn't have got any closer under that top bar. That's a fantastic finish.
It's a 4-1 lead.
Gee, very early on in the game, South Australia
Victoria.
wouldn't have this. It seems like they've arrested those shooting problems they had last time. They're making them count, aren't they?
They are so far. Look, Victoria, South Australia, a lot more intent on their own opponents, and they're not crashing or sliding, helping out in defence as much as they have the first 2 days. Probably a few matchups there, and that's just hurting the team D a little bit.
I mean, Dare, you played against Victoria this week. I mean, can they be stopped offensively? Are they that good?
I think they can. They're a very fast, very physical team, but I think, especially as we've seen with Hayley Safanis feeding the ball in, you really have to have ball pressure at all times. You can't allow them to have those easy looks, and you need to step up and be physical with them and stop their one-on-one drives.
Rachel Kirchheim with another great possession off the circle.
Yeah. You almost feel like Victoria's taking the ball out of the middle just about every single time so far. South Australia need to stem that flow somehow at some point.
Sarah Mollison working it behind.
That's 5. Mollison weaving her magic down the bottom and just sidestepping there fantastically. Really no pressure there. There's nothing South Australian goalkeeper could do to try and stop that one.
Yeah, Victoria with a bit of rhythm now, a bit of movement, ball movement, a lot of movement off ball, and SA unable to get the slide to the bottom corner.
Look, as a centreman, I know how important the face-off is, and I couldn't say this game now. South Australia need this ball out of the middle.
A draw in this game, Tim.
A draw
in this game.
It's a
yep,
fast
draw.
learning. It's a learning curve for me. They need this draw.
It's the draw. So we've got Hayley Safanis in now, up against Charlotte Winnan. Hayley with a big grab out of the air.
Out of the middle again. Farnos, the ball out of the middle easily. Just no pressure on her.
It's a good change up by Victoria for the draw.
Victoria with another look here.
SA defence all talking, communicating who's got who. Trying to block up the front. We've got a 3-second call on Bonnie Wells, which gives Danelle Mollison possession at the 11 goal line extended.
Move it behind. Sarah Mollison looking to feed.
Definitely a couple of players being shut off. Charlotte Winnan tight on Danelle Mollison. Hayley Safanis being covered a little tighter than normal, so I'd say those two defenders are out of the team D, which makes it a much harder job for everybody else. Shot low, another Sarah Mollison, another save by Emma Farquhar.
Great save by Farquhar. Needs to step up now. Not a lot she's been able to do about those first 5 though. They're just getting good looks, aren't they?
Definitely. Once the Vic players have beaten their defenders and are on one-on-one, it's very hard for the goalie to make a save.
Yeah, it's a 5-1 score.
SA clearing through Charlotte Winnan down the side. SA will have to get a bit of time with the ball here and give the defence a bit of a break. Set up another play on goal.
SA moving the ball along the top.
Morton just controlling the ball up high. South Australia really need to get one on the board now, try and start to trim that lead, start to work into it. South Australian captain Morton. Great feed to the inside.
Feed into Jamie Dinning and she finishes.
So Karen Morton finds Jamie Dinning on a nice cut.
Needed that one, get it back to 5-2. They need to do a little bit more of that. This doesn't seem like they've had the possession to be able to do that, does it?
Definitely getting the ball from the centre is key, and right now Victoria are using their strength in terms of height and speed to get the ball.
Yeah, once it goes down there, the way it's been going, it just hasn't been coming back out because Victoria's scoring with that first opportunity every time. They're doing a fantastic job. South Australia really need to arrest that.
Yeah, SA were resetting their offence that time. A bit of a flip from the Victorian offence. You got the same at the other end. Kelly May's been very strong all week around the back and in front of goal. She's been covered tight on as well. So they just got to reset their their offence and find other options.
Victoria come out of it again with the ball.
Lauren Hunter with the centre.
A little bit of the fumbles there on the way out from Clough, but they recovered the ball, got it back.
Foul on South Australia.
Hey, it's turned on, the weather's just turned itself on, hasn't it? It's beautiful out here now. Just wish you didn't have the sun going.
Verity Clough, strong through the middle. She's fouled. That'll give her a free position.
Need to stop here. I'll be stating the obvious there, but I don't think they can afford to get out to a 6-2 lead again. Just a very good structure, very structured offense, isn't it? Very disciplined. Ah, great.
And
Feed.
Abby Burgess cutting through the middle. Sarah Mollison connects with her on the feed. Victoria goes 6-2 up.
Just the speed on that cut. There wasn't a hell of a lot the South Australian defence could do, was it? The cut was there and the Abby Burgess just fell.
She's got the height as well, so she's easy to find when she's streaming through on those cuts.
And Sarah Mollison just found it perfectly through there. Fantastic feed. Again, nothing that could be done to stop that. Does that come back to what you were saying before? That just these feeders are getting too much time with the ball? They need to push out on them a little bit.
Looks, Sashi Yamada was playing Sarah that time, but she's able to use the circle. Yep. With a defender not being able to go through the circle, once you've got the advantage going forward, defender behind you, you're in a lot of trouble.
Nick take a 6-2 lead.
Kata Polsig up against Hayley Savanas.
South Australia with a rare possession out of the middle.
Bonnie Wells, great ground ball.
It's at its speed. South Australia just taking the ball down now into offence.
Victoria's making it difficult for them to settle.
Looking for the step, the feed across the paddock.
The feed in, but it's missed.
It's a good look. It was an open player. Bella Pickett, very open in there. I think it was.
Umpire's just bringing order to this chaos at the moment.
No, it was Sarah Lowe open in the middle, not Bella.
Victoria regrouping their defence. Amazing shot.
Grip time back. They're getting good goals. They have very limited possessions, but they seem to score almost every time the ball goes down there.
They're definitely making the most of their opportunities.
Offense is definitely clicking, isn't it? Just need to get that transition right. Try and get a little more aggressive through the middle, see if they can start to
If they can keep getting the centre draw and finish like they are, then they'll be making this game a lot closer.
6-3 down, what do you think? Get a couple more back, try and get it within 1 or 2 at half time?
I think the way they're finishing, if they can manage to get the ball from the centre, then they've definitely got a good chance of closing that gap.
Halfway through the first half at the moment.
Centre draw is going to be crucial.
And we're back to Danelle Mollison and Charlotte Winnan. Another Abby Burgess fouled, Victoria ball.
Victoria now looking to push their fast break. Take away SA's momentum.
Page closing down the gap there.
Ball's up top with Danelle Mollison.
Mollison's in this team, Paul. You're relatively familiar with their game, I'm sure.
Danelle comes around the bottom corner with a shot. Another save by Emma Farquhar. Yeah, they're very different, Tim. A lefty and a righty. Not a bad combination to have. We go Karen Morton.
Morton, the South Australian captain, trying to. She's had a great first half so far. Rings
Rips
one
a shot
high.
too.
She hasn't been shying going forward at all in this first half. She's been a real shining light for the South Australians so far. Been all over it at the offensive end.
She's definitely been leading the way for them.
South Australia just again getting back into this offense, which has been very, very effective for them so far. Moves the ball around and winning.
Courtney Hobbs on a drive.
Lining up the dodge. Very good defence from Kirchheimer. South Australia just prodding around the edge at the moment, looking for an opening, looking for something. At the moment, Vic D holding.
Sarah Lowe draws a foul.
Crowd not liking it. Vocal crowd in the peanut gallery just behind. The Victorian boys definitely getting up the referees on that one. Not sure they're going to be the most educated crowd in terms of trying to criticise the referees, but thus
No,
far.
I don't think so.
No. But good to see them in there getting behind the girls.
Yes. Sashi Yamato on a run. Oh, runs into Rachel Kirchheimer behind.
Just having a look. Crowd likes that one.
Called a charge, I believe. So Kirchheimer's ball.
What did you think of that call? Thought that was there?
It was there, just unlucky. Kirchheimer was playing someone else and just happened to be stationary in that position.
Kirchheimer turning on the Jets as Hobbs gives chase, running down the right side. Well shut down though by
Great
Page.
D there for Jeff Page, forcing her out on the fast break. Yeah, both defences playing tight on certain individuals.
Nice bit of stick there.
Great check from Laura Evans. Haley Stefanis regains the ball. Abby Burgess with it behind, looking for a feed.
Oh.
Connects with Danelle Mollison, but she's fouled. Another yellow given. That's Bonnie Wells with the yellow card.
You think this is going to be fairly critical now in the dying stages. We've got under 10 to play in the first half.
This definitely isn't ideal for SA. Gives Victoria the opportunity to capitalise again on these next 2 minutes.
Yeah, the last time they probably put 2 or 3 in the blink of an eye.
Yep.
Before you know it, they're down big time. So they need to hold firm here. Been a goalkeeping change. I think you might have picked that one up there.
Mel Ryan in the goal for SA. Mel Ryan plays for Woodville Club.
Haley Stefanis working it, feeds into Sarah Mollison.
Great.
And she's
save.
picked up her first save.
Ryan with no time whatsoever to acclimatise. Fantastic save. Ripped low. It was a good shot too, wasn't it? And a fantastic pickup from Winnan. Winnan struggling with their footing at the moment.
Victoria applying great pressure.
Risky pass, but it's been pulled off by Page somehow. Page just moving up the middle of the field now.
Sarah Lowe now.
Gee, they were dicing with it all the way up there, but it's been effective and it might even pay off. Oh, ripped the pipe.
A shot by Sashio Yamada hit the pipe.
Almost a fantastic outcome, given how difficult that proved to get the ball clear for him.
Courtney Hobbs fouled.
Aggressive move from Hobbs, trying to lift her team back into this. Down by 3, not by no means out of it, but nice to get 1 or 2 before half time. Here's a potential chance.
Should have Sarah Lowe inside to Sashi.
Saved by
Yamada.
Bree Hussey.
Shooting will kill you, and she's just put it straight into her stick. Fantastic clear, and Victoria have an opportunity to make something out of this. Kirchheimer taking the ball down the right side. Back into the middle with a shot. Another big save. Another big save by Ryan to play it down. Is that Hobbs, is it? Yeah, the move, switch of goalies is proving to be a bit of a masterstroke. Made a couple of brilliant saves so far.
Definitely, that's the thing we have going with the under-19s. We've got 2 goalkeepers, and our coaches really... Oh, check there. Our coaches really like to swap between them. Like, if one's hot, you keep that one in. If they're not, give them a bit of a break.
Yeah. Definitely part of the challenge, isn't it? Trying to make sure you get the goalies at the right time.
Definitely.
It's paid off nicely, hasn't it? So far for South Australia, that's 2 good shots there, and Ryan's been able to pick them up.
It's a very mental position goalkeeper, so she'll be running hot off those 2 saves.
You speak to the relatives of goalies, they all say goalies are mental anyway, so I've lived with one long enough. South Australia now need to probably get 1 or 2 back here.
Morton on a drive, shot, high.
High again.
Morton's had a very good first half, hasn't she? She's been in a lot of it for South Australia.
Definitely. Her and Courtney Hobbs have really been pushing the tempo for them.
Captain's definitely leading by example.
Courtney Hobbs again up top.
Hobbs, very well done to not shoot that. Angle closing quickly as a flag on the play.
Bonnie Wells draws a foul. Umpire's just setting up the placement after the foul.
Bonnie Wells on the 11 metre.
Got a chance here to take it one back with the
Nice
shot.
shot.
Oh,
That's a
great
good save by Bree
Save
Hussey.
just short of the line. That was very lucky.
Bree Hussey just getting just enough on it to stop it dead.
Just enough.
Looking to clear now. She's walking up the field.
No rush at all. Victoria nursing a 3-goal lead. South Australia have had their opportunities to pick it back. Great goalkeeping from Hussey, being able to hold that today.
Victoria working now. SA double to the goalie.
Looking for the long ball. Oh, clear on the spot. This is going to be a Oh, what a goal from Victoria. Mollison with an absolute ripper.
Stefanis finds Mollison alone in the fan and she's able to convert.
Hey, you got to give Hussey that goal though, don't you? That's a fantastic little feed off the top.
She had a great look down to the opposite restraining line to Stefanis. He was able to move it on.
Yeah, hit that on the dime to perfection. Got a timeout called by South Australia. Victoria holding a handy 7-3 lead. We'll take a quick break, go and grab a quick drink, and we'll be back shortly. You're watching the Australian Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to Rosalie Park. Victoria taking a healthy 7-3 lead. We're within 10 minutes to go in the first half. We're back in the middle.
Danelle Mollison and Kata Polsky. Yes, they really need this draw.
Yeah, you've got to be critical. This Victoria have just been absolutely dominating the draw. Particularly in and around. They're saying even though they mightn't be dominating where the ball's heading, but they're just killing them on the ground balls in the air at the moment. As
Abby Burgess once again.
Given the business as she's run through the middle there.
That'd be 3 draw controls for Abby so far today.
Probably one of the tallest on the field, so she's using her height well.
And she's hitting it at speed as well, isn't she? So
Yes.
there's not a lot the South Australian defence can do at all to try and stem her flow. Really important.
Smart move, she runs it down the field herself.
Again, just looking to take a little bit off the clock at the moment.
Lauren Hunter up the top. Kirchhammer hits behind. Danelle Mollison with it now behind.
Got all day at the moment trying to pick it apart, having a look.
Under 5 minutes left in this first half. Danelle Mollison still working it, passes it off.
Brilliant control, really disciplined control at the moment as they're having a look. Just having a look, just kind of teetering around the inside at the moment, outside, trying to see, looking for an opening.
Hayley Safanis double teamed up top. Beautiful pass behind to Abby Burgess. Sarah Mollison working the crease.
Oh, inside, Safanos, what a great feed and great look.
Mollison draws the double, but remains composed and finds Safanis in the middle.
Not a hard game, is it? Draw and dump.
Yeah.
Draw the second player, someone will be open. Goal time. That's a fantastic goal, fantastic finish.
Victoria did really well to remain composed then.
Yeah, she really did, didn't she? Had the double come to her, didn't seem phased by it. Pulled back, backpedaled a little bit, and Safanos. That's the other half of the battle, though. You've got to put yourself in the right position to score, don't you? She put herself brilliantly.
The experience really showing here.
An absolute no-doubter.
Looked to me that SA dropped their 2 shut-off defenders and went more help out that time.
Yeah.
So maybe a change of their defence, and we'll see if Victoria adjusts to the offence.
We've got to be careful with their double teams, recovering and finding that extra player, which was Hayley Safanis, who finished the goal.
It seems like they're giving him an inch at the moment. They just seem to be, they're putting themselves in really good positions at the moment to get at least find the passing lane, but then the
Karen
shooting
Morton,
lane as well.
possession off the circle. And she's fouled. That's a big job by Karen to
South
come up
Australia
with
with a rare possession.
They need it now.
Definitely foreigners down to their half of the field at the moment. Haven't been down there much at all thus far, at least for the last few minutes anyway. Victoria dominating that aspect of play as Morton takes the ball down back into their attack.
The ball's in good hands with her. Ball up top with Jamie Dinning.
Just lining up, having a look. No, not on. Good defence from Hunter.
Danelle Mollison defending Courtney Hobbs. Ball's kicked behind. Pass goes astray.
Not a good turnover. It's a bad turnover. A little bit of pressure there, but they really couldn't afford to turn that over at that point, could they?
No. Victoria now with the ball.
This is where Victoria have been dangerous as well, the transition. They've been brilliant with transition so far.
Mollison using her speed to get up the field.
Of course, just moving the ball over the clock. Back into the familiar part of the field.
Ball behind now to Abby Burgess. Passed up top. In the hands of Hayley Safanis, who's been dangerous this game already.
What are you seeing in this offensive set at the moment, Paul?
Yeah, they're just taking a little bit of time with it. A bit of movement off ball and a shot ripped by Danelle Mollison, and we get SA with the shot back up and a turnover.
Haven't seen a lot of South Australia in transition. Do you think they're a quicker side than the Victorians, or do you think the Victorians are they've got the legs at the moment?
I think the Victorians definitely have the legs, and they've got a lot of players that have a lot of speed, and they're using that very well at the moment.
Yeah. Fantastic clear. South
No
Australia.
line, nice outlet.
Laura Evans with space, moves it on. Bella Pickett running it down the field.
Give her the chance to see what she can do in transition. A little bit unsettled at the moment. It's an opportunity potentially.
Victoria already unsettled when SA are getting down now. Morton with the ball. Feed in.
Inside the Bonnie Wells.
Oh, good shot. Great take too. Two defenders in pursuit. Take that and still get a good shot off. Need that goal though, don't they?
Yeah.
Just need to get it back and just chip away and give them something to look forward to at half time.
Had a lot of high shots, so they might want to rethink that. Hussey's very good up high.
Another high shot right on cue. Well called.
Jamie Dinning.
It's like you saw that play unfolding, didn't you?
The past few have been high and have gone over the goal completely, or Hussey's had a few saves too, so they really need to think about dropping it low.
And this Rosalie Park field's good for that too. If you can get it down nice and low, the ball will kick up. So it's not as if it's going to hit it and stay low.
Yeah, got a bit of bounce, not muddy out there.
No, it's nice. How have you found the field this week? Pretty good? Good to play
Pretty
on?
good, yeah. Hasn't hurt the calves too much or anything. It's been nice to run on.
Sasha Yamada with
Especially
a shot
when you girls all
wide.
prepped and ready to go for the World Championships. All
Yeah.
ready to go, are we? Looking forward to it?
Yeah, about a month till we leave.
Yep.
We'll head over to the US first for a bit of training and then off to Edinburgh.
High hopes, high expectations heading into this one?
Definitely the last team finished with a silver medal, so we're looking to at least match that and better it.
Yeah.
Bonnie Wells again behind, looking to make something.
With a shot.
nice
Great
feed.
shot.
Finds Jamie Dinning.
Then he's plucked that one from the sky. That's gone way over her head and she's managed to snag that and pop that high. That's a fantastic goal.
They did well to catch Hussey out of place there.
Pretty well, pretty needed though as well.
Definitely.
8-4. That's probably what they need. I think they need we're dying moments in the first half. I think they need one more, Paul. You think they need to get one or two quick ones?
We're under 2 minutes. Another possession for SA and a quick goal would do them very well.
Pretty critical draw this one.
Yes, they want to keep their momentum.
Mollison back in the middle for Victoria, up against Winnan. South Australia need to find one here against the Tide in terms of the draw domination. Ignore the score just off to the left of the bench. It's 8-4. Victoria holding a 4-goal lead.
That's a
Ball's up again in the air.
big draw.
This
Kelly-
might be the
Kelly
feed.
May
Oh,
came up
great
with it.
check by Clove over the top. Morton with the pick though again. She's been in everything this half. Kept South Australia in it, I think, giving them a great chance. Morton having a look though.
Under 30 seconds.
Pickett with it behind.
There's a feed. Kelly May
Oh,
with a
lifted high
shot.
again.
Another high shot. Picked off by Hussey. Great save.
That's a critical save from Hussey, isn't it? Just to keep that nice 4-goal buffer for the Victorians.
Definitely.
Great feed.
She's great at coming out big.
Hussey with the huge clear again, as that's half time here at Rosalie Park in the women's final. Victoria all over South Australia early and have jumped out to an 8-4 lead. Go away, top up your tea, coffee, grab a beer depending on what part of the world you're in. We'll be back just after half time with the second half. You're watching the Australian Lacrosse Network.
Hi, it's half time of the Women's Championship game, and it's Andrew Harris from Australian Lacrosse Association back again. And this time I've got a very special guest to interview, and not interrogate, but ask a few questions. It's Mike Slattery, who is the president of the Australian Lacrosse Association. Welcome, Mike, to the halftime. I'm not sure it's entertainment, but it is halftime.
Thanks, Andrew. It's lovely to be here, and thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, well, it's always great to be able to talk to the people that are running the sport nationally in Australia. And I suppose for the viewers, I'd just like to ask, so how did you get involved with lacrosse?
I got involved with lacrosse, Andrew, through my children. Out of my 4 children, 2 sons, 1 daughter played lacrosse, and as you go through as a parent, you drive teams around, you end up learning how to officiate and be a team manager and support the club. And it's a fantastic game, but more importantly, it's a really enjoyable lacrosse community, and it's been something my family's enjoyed and I've enjoyed personally, and I'm really delighted to have the opportunity to working on the ALA board.
Excellent. So were you actually involved in any capacity yourself in lacrosse?
Yes, I got involved for a stage of my life where I was doing a lot of officiating, and I had the opportunity of doing it for a club, and I think when my children got sick of me officiating for them, I went and did it for the state and also for the country, and did it internationally. So there was a small career in there which was highly enjoyable, and I reflect back on that with a lot of fond memories. I met a lot of really nice people with lacrosse, not just in Australia but internationally. They're friendships that I catch up with people every few years, and they seem to last as if you just saw them yesterday.
Oh, excellent. Now, I know this week in particular, we've been lucky to have 3 of the member associations presidents in South Australia, Victoria and Western Australia here at these championship. And I know you've spent quite a bit of time with these presidents. So what's been your purpose there?
Well, it was an inaugural formal meeting, but more valuably, I think the informal discussions that we had. We created an agenda, really, which was how do we unify the sport from a top-down as well as a bottom-up point of view? How do we get an economy out of what we are all doing individually, and, for example, come up with best practice in terms of product sets of lacrosse, in delivery of it, in funding of it? How can we collaboratively work together? I haven't been drinking, it was just one of those words.
A difficult
word.
And
We've spent yesterday in formal meetings, and from it we've agreed on a top 10 activities that we'll work together on. We're taking those back to our respective boards for endorsement. Some of them are radical change in history and detail of things we've done, and some of them are strategically very important as to how we go forward, with quite a lot of innovation and potential pooling of resources and funding, and doing things once off and implementing them best practice around Australia.
Excellent, excellent. I know how important it is to, as an association, to have the member associations on board, and even at the club level on board as well. So, excellent. I know that the Australian Lacrosse Association board is spending a lot of time recently developing a plan for the future leading up to 2018. I just wondered if you'd be able to comment on what some of the items in that plan.
Yes, before I comment on the items, I'd just like to talk about perhaps the process we got to that point, because it was also quite innovative and new. We historically have done strategic planning at Australian level, at a club level, and in the middle with a member level, not necessarily aligned. This time we've spent 9 months working through with the lacrosse membership in Australia, originally from a survey in Q4 of last year. Q1 this year, it was consolidating that, bringing it together and reflecting back to the workshops we ran in the states that we visited. And we visited all 6 states to make sure that we honed it to be quite precise. The net result of that is we are in agreement that by absolute mile our membership is saying move from the traditional and grow the sport. It's a fabulous sport. There is a market out there and we need to address it. And therefore, let's respect the history, let's continue the current activities and programs that we've got in place, but let's refocus and grow the sport, particularly with growing our participation numbers. And we see the generation and development of a school program is vital for that. Behind that, the need to market our product and market our sport stands out as something we've probably been lacking in the past, and that's something that we've clearly got to support the growth priority with. And the third point that everybody's asking us to underpin it is maintain the governance that we've got in the sport, which is very good in terms of, high standard that the Australian Sports Commission looks for in regard to all sport. Lacrosse is in that top echelon from the governance factor. But we can't let it go because good planning, good funding, good projection, that's the foundation of how we'll develop our sport.
Excellent. And I suppose one of the things about promoting the sport is our partnership with the Australian Lacrosse Network. While we're standing here today, being able to stream the championship games live to around the world, literally.
Absolutely. And I think the fact that we're doing this for the first time this year in all nationals, we've done it for the under-18s, we're doing it currently for the seniors, and we'll do it for the national under-15s in October. And it's an excellent partnership with ALN. And I think the quality of the production is very good. And we see from the statistics we've got so far, just on the basis of yesterday and today, that we've got a very high hit rate. So for all you international people out there, envious. It's a beautiful sunny summer's day here in Perth.
Excellent, excellent. So 12 months is a long time, but if you had to say, what were the highlights been for you in the last 12 months?
Well, I think there's quite a number, but one of them would be the interaction and support we've got with the Lacrosse fraternity and coming up with a strategic plan that covers clearly what we've got to look for in the next 3 years. I think the other thing is we've had continued support externally from the Australian Sports Commission, and that's after many years of prior support and capability. And I also think that the development that's gone on in our growth initiative, both in all the states from the small ones to the large ones, has been innovative and it's been highly rewarding. We see that in participation figures that far exceed our projections, and which hopefully in the future will continue to far exceed our higher projections.
Excellent. Now I'm going to have to catch off there because we're about to be run over by the game that started. Now I know you are a Victorian, but Victoria up 8-4. How do you think it's going to go?
Well, in my unbiased ALA opinion, it's a pretty good match, and the scores don't quite reflect the tightness. But Vic's ahead; they'll have to be overtaken.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone. Welcome back to Rosalie Park, second half for the Women's National Final just getting underway with the first draw. It's Victoria up 8-4. South Australia looking to try and claw back into this game, but Victoria taking the draw again and continuing the dominance from the first half as Victoria take the ball down, looking for another possession with Mollison just pulling the ball out at the moment.
Mollison drives in. She's stripped. Illegal check, so she'll regain possession.
That was really good.
Vic looking to get another one here, just to really stick a dagger into any potential comeback chances. An early one
Emma
here will definitely
Farquhar.
dampen the spirits.
Emma Farquhar back in the goal too, Tim.
Looking to play the hot hand. Just recap the first half. Victoria, 8 goals. Kirchheimer with 3, Sarah Mollison with 2, and singles to Stefanos, Burgess and Danelle Mollison. And for South Australia, therefore, Dinning coming with 2, and the 2 captains, Hobbs and Morton, with 1 apiece. You feel like South Australia just holding on at the moment. Stefanos having a look at the top.
Kicks it back to Mollison behind. She's looking for some cutters. Ball goes wide and screwed up by Hayley Stefanos.
Some real chemistry out there. There's a few Footscray girls running around in this team, is there?
They are Abby Burgess, Danelle Mollison, Sarah Mollison, cousins.
Definitely, you can definitely tell there's definitely some real chemistry there with what they're doing. They just know where they need to be and who's going to be where. It's making a huge difference at the moment.
Those girls have been playing together for a few years. You can really see it.
Stefanos with the feet across the top. Just having a look at the doors closed fairly quickly.
Sarah Mollison again controlling the tempo behind.
Rolls back to the right. Oh, just got a piece of that. Great save.
Victoria locked off. SA looking to clear the ball. It's passed out to Charlotte Winnan. Hayley Zafanis pressuring her.
Great work from Winnan there. Just cool as a cucumber. Just pops the ball out. South Australia on the front now. Great pass across the top. Ooh,
Almost looked like a fast break situation, but Victoria were quick to get in.
Yeah, closed that down well, didn't they?
Goalkeeper comes out with the interception.
Hussey's out of the goals as well for Victoria. It's a
Sim
curious
Sullivan.
change, isn't it?
Sue McSullivan, a very experienced goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'd be curious though. You're playing the hot hand. Hussey had a very good first half. Do you think it would wise move? Do you think changing goalies or?
I don't think it'll hurt them. Sue McSullivan's very experienced, very good goalkeeper. Played in the last few Australian teams.
Just an embarrassment.
That'll be 6.
Six?
Yeah, 6.
Couldn't tell you.
So just an embarrassment of riches in the Victorian goalkeeping stakes is what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, a lot of experience there with Macca.
He's in absolutely no rush whatsoever to clear this ball.
She's down on the restraining line. Everyone else on the opposite restraining line.
Vic would be more than happy to hold this ball for the next 30 minutes, though I think our viewers might want to might say
Hope for
otherwise.
something a little more.
Absolutely.
Victoria with the time though. They're in no rush. Still working, cutting towards her, cutting back. SA need to be careful here because Macca might launch it over the top.
Bit counterproductive. It seems like their ride's doing brilliantly. There's no opportunity to clear the ball whatsoever, but at some point you're down by 4. You're going to want to start to put some pressure on what's going on, aren't you?
They do, Tim. They will have to send someone soon, or we'll have 25 minutes of this.
Any 4-goal game.
A lot of distance to cover, so I think. Oh no, it's out with Rachel Kirchharmer.
Yeah, there we go. Kirchharmer flying the jets. 2 speedsters racing down the side there. And Victoria end up clearing the ball. Took their time, but they did it relatively easily, didn't they? Also, just having another look, just asking the question. Over to Zafanis.
Outside
Zafanis with the
shot.
shot. Oh,
Another save by Emma
Rip by
Farquhar.
Zafanis.
bit of pepper on that, but not much for the goalie to do there.
Picked up very easily. When you're that far out, it's hard to give a bit of a surprise.
Clear knockdown. Sarah Mollison, ground ball.
It's a critical turnover.
Looks to find Abby Burgess, but the pass is picked off. Burgess with the ground ball.
Burgess has been important for Victoria so far, hasn't she?
She hustles hard.
She's picked up some great ground balls through the middle.
And a few centre draws for them as well.
Absolutely critical. I feel that Victoria are definitely controlling the tempo of this game. Just having a look again, asking the question of the South Australian defence, Justin Allen. Over to Kirchheimer. Kirchheimer having a look with a fantastic bit of stick there. Hanging out the laundry and she found it. Great check. Molson just having a look. Nothing on at the moment. Nice cut from Molson again.
Another save, Emma
High.
Farquhar.
Got to rip those cuts low.
Huge save for SA. They really need this.
Yeah, you think 5 goals at the moment might make things a little bit difficult, but they've got to get the first goal this half.
They've got the time to do it. Sarah Lowe behind.
Low bringing it up, doing a great job, having a look. Will Morton again, still having a look. Hobbs.
Hobbs now on the right side. Engages.
Good look inside.
Oh, couldn't get it into the left.
Piggott
inside.
clears it out. That was probably smart by her.
And Hobbs paints the corner.
Hobbs finishes.
Had only a sliver of daylight to put that through, and she's thread the needle to perfection coming that corner. That's a big goal for South Australia.
They really needed that one.
Brings it back to 5, chasing Victoria's 8.
Yeah, 3 goals. Definitely gettable. Obviously more than enough time for them to have a real crack at this. But again, it comes down to the middle of the ground again. They need to probably start to get some ascendancy there. If they can rest that ascendancy, then who knows what will happen from there.
We've got Kate Polsky up against Danelle Mollison.
Both great on the draw. Use their height well. Umpire sets it up.
Having a look. Justice Allen just gets a piece of that. Fantastic grab in traffic.
Stella
She does well to
Justice
get it
Allen
out.
coming up with that one.
Great pick up through the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, in traffic, Stella did very well.
Hunter just cleared the ball out nicely. Kirchheim having a look. Over to Zaborski.
She drives.
Thundering first step there, definitely.
Double
bought
team by
herself some time.
SA. She finds the outlet. Kirchheimer.
again.
Kirchheimer coming in the corner with the back roll. Goes to shot, sticks it right
Kirchheimer
side.
rolls underneath and scores a low shot.
And first time this half, they've actually got the shot off in a good spot. Put it, I think, off stick side at waist height.
She just held the shot a little bit. Emma Farquhar went offline and gave her the gap.
That's it. Fourth goal of the game now, is it?
That's Kirchheimer's fourth, correct, Tim?
Having a great game. Doing a bit in transition at the moment as well. It's back out to a 4-goal lead. South Australia again need to get the possession out of here.
Kirchheimer tight as on Karen Morton.
It's a smart move by the Victorians.
It's a big high draw.
Justice Allen fighting it for it with Wells in there too.
That's a big ground ball, Lauren Hunter, and she draws the foul.
Another great pickup, isn't it? They're dominating the ground balls.
Lauren Hunter's been great on the draw all week.
Yeah, that's a fantastic ground ball out of transition there.
Moves it on to Sarah Mollison. She's got time and space.
Just having a look again, Kirchheimer asking the question through the middle, closely guarded by Hobbs.
Safanos on a drive from behind.
One past.
And that'd be only her second low shot for the week on that move. Usually scores them high. Good drive from behind. Hayley Safanos brings up her second goal for the game.
Many good coaches have lost a lot of sleep getting players to shoot low, haven't they, Paul?
Low or bounce shots, it's not in the repertoire of many players.
They don't look as pretty.
That's definitely it.
Yeah, they definitely don't look as pretty.
No,
nothing like ripping.
top
Nothing like ripping the twine on the top corner. Maybe a slight little ding as you go through.
Yeah, Safanos has a great shot, so when that works and it's on, it looks very pretty.
And Charlotte winning back in the middle, up against Danelle Mollison.
Back out to 5 goals.
It's gone high.
Never out of it though. Plenty of time in this game. South Australia just need to get that ascendancy going.
A lot of traffic, and we're going to get a toss. Yeah, off the throw, it'll be Abby Burgess up against Sashio Yamada, and a lot of people behind. The umpire ready to follow up.
Ray Burgess is seeing the ball.
Bella Pickett follows up well.
Oh, did well, brilliantly.
Comes up with a good ground ball under pressure. Bella Pickett away to Sashio Yamada.
Having a look, looking for some help, no one around.
Victoria did well to get in first then. Didn't allow for a fast break.
That's that speed, isn't it? They're so quick at just shutting him down every time they seem to have a crack.
Definitely, both ends of the field, they're using it well.
Of course, for those just tuning in, the men's final was played a little bit earlier today. Western Australia running out comfortable victories. South Australia, an unnecessary turnover.
A little bit of a stray pass.
It's a high pass over the head of Courtney Hobbs.
And Emily Zaborski to clear, straight at Sue McSullivan in the goal, and it's a big long pass down the field.
Mollison picks it up.
Mollison to look in the middle to
Finds
Kirchheimer.
Kirchheimer.
Oh,
Great finish.
Again.
that is a very quick goal from one end to the other.
Number 5. She's killing this game.
That brings it up to 11-5.
That's the experience of Sue Sullivan there. Judged the situation very well, bombed it over the top to Sarah Mollison. In turn found Rachel Kirchheimer.
She just turned the Jets on, didn't she?
Really did.
I'll tell you, you're looking for the pen and paper and start writing an obituary shortly for South Australia because they're going to want to change something up. I know there's still 20 minutes left in this game, but 6 goals and getting bigger.
They've got to make their move now or it's not looking too good for them.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've definitely got all the momentum going on their side at the moment.
Back to the middle.
Once again, Charlotte winning. Donnell Mollison high, not very far. Donnell Mollison with her own
Just got a piece,
ground
great
ball.
piece.
Gets through the pressure.
Mollison to Mollison.
Double team by SA behind.
Oh, it splishes it high again.
Amazing. Runs through the double team, comes around the crease, finishes high.
That's an incredible finish, isn't it? Just dominated that. Well, if I wasn't reaching for the pen and paper, I've definitely got them firmly in my hands at the moment because South Australia are in a world of trouble at the moment. They need to find something. I mean, Paul, if you're coaching South Australia, what are you saying to them now? You've got to be doing something different because whatever it's going on, it's not
Look,
working.
that's 4-1 this half, and I think a timeout would be well suited just to resettle, readjust, get themselves back on track.
Because I guess the problem is the offensive sets have looked good and they're putting some goals on there, but they're not getting the first use of the ball. But they're at a stage now where they don't have time to muck around with it. They're going to need to start putting some goals in quickly.
Well, possession first, Tim. Got to come up with it. And the Victorians have got the last 3 possessions.
Critical face off this.
Kate Polsky back in there again.
Yep.
Little jump in the
Janelle
gun.
Mollison. It's going to come out somewhere different, so it's all up to the girls on the circle.
Little switch in the middle there.
Burgess and Hobbs matched up on the circle. It's a powerful matchup.
Hobbs looking to get a bit of a run on there.
And Kate Polsky
It's what they needed. A Polsky
To
comes up
herself.
with it.
did very
Loses the
well.
ball, but there's a sea of red around that at the moment. Hobbs has got plenty of time. Just eases the ball into attack, looking to push now.
It's exactly what they needed. Bella Pickett with the ball now. Takes it behind.
Bella Pickett with a step.
Rolls back
Rips the
from the
shot.
elbow with a big shot.
Oh, breaking ankles with moves like that. That was a fantastic step. Left their defender in her way, but just couldn't finish the goal, and they need to start converting now. 20 minutes left with 7 goals. It's a huge deficit. But I guess they only need 7 more and everyone gets free lacrosse, and that's what we're all about. So that's what I guess we're gunning for. They can chip away now. Hobbs sweeping across the top. Morton having a look. Defence everywhere. They're covering nicely at the
There's a
moment.
little 2-on-1 down
They need
to the
Chica
bottom
supply
corner.
otherwise.
Good ball movement by SA, but they've
Chica
regained possession now.
Gotten away with one there, I think. It's getting a bit sloppy. Definitely got away with one though. Definitely, they'll take that.
Wells behind, working it.
Open inside, Sarah Lowe with a shot. Sue McSullivan on her own ground ball.
Sullivan out there getting dirty, fighting hard for the ball.
Sue McSullivan being called covering the ball with that big stick. It's a red ball.
She'll need to get back in the goal.
They're dancing at the moment. They're teetering on the brink of disaster, but they just seem to be getting the right calls at the right time, aren't
Sue
they?
McSullivan, minor foul, covering the ball. Open sticks for red and open net. But Victoria filled it in.
Sarah Lowe driving in.
Good turn of pace. Having a look.
Bonnie
Great feed
Wells,
inside,
bottom
needs to stick
corner.
this. Oh, Sullivan
Shot
had
and
that
save.
red.
Great save.
It's like she FedEx where she was sending that because McSullivan was down low as she turned that corner and she was waiting for it the whole way. Great save.
Quick clear now by Victoria.
Signs of life though out of the South Australian offence though, so there's still some choke there. They need to bring a stop though. You can't let this get out to 8 goals. You've got to get after it and start to get aggressive. Good defence.
Haley Safana's been
Mate
double
Lyra
teamed
be-
very early now.
Hmm?
Double teaming Haley Safana's very early, not allowing her to drive.
Got to roll it, don't you? Got to have a crack. You don't want to die wondering, that's for sure.
Kicks it up high to Sarah Mollison.
Mollison, again, Victoria in no rush whatsoever to push this ball.
The clock's gone down past 20 minutes. At 12:05, SA are going to have to start to push up a little bit. They need the ball back. They can't overdo it, but they'll actually need to get the ball back if they've got any chance of getting some
Try
offense.
the old hidden ball trick.
The feed in and it's dropped.
How are you finding it over there in the US? The hidden ball trick sneaking in more and more. It's become a popular move in the repertoire.
We actually used that one this year.
It worked?
Yeah, Coach Categories implemented that and it worked pretty well. I think when you have the speed and the stick skills,
Oh yeah.
you can pull it off.
Who'd you pull it off against?
It was a game at home. I can't remember who we were playing, but Taylor Cummings, one of our players, and Kelly McPartland, both very speedy, both great stick skills. Working together, they were able to pull it off.
Oh yeah, no. It's definitely creeping in
Good.
more and more, isn't it?
Yeah.
Giving it a shot.
Flip passes being used more and more.
Yeah.
You've got SA with another 3-second call. So no signs of stepping up the defence, being called 3 seconds.
Mollison behind looking for the feed.
Just have a look. Paul, if you're Victoria, what are you trying to do? What are you saying to your girls at the moment? What do you think?
Oh, just be patient, keep moving your offence. I mean, you don't have to change much until SA come out with it. Come out to you.
Or you could just do that.
And there we go.
Safanis finds the back of the net.
Yeah, there we go. Haley Safanis once again down the bottom corner. A nice crank shot.
Such a powerful shot.
It's great to see two really good sides out here, though, isn't it? And it seems like both teams have brought over fairly strong sides. Obviously, Victoria getting it better at the moment, but
Definitely. Both very different styles of play, but both very loaded with experience.
yeah. You found this to be a good tune-up for the World Cup?
Definitely, the team needed some playing time together, and I think we've been able to implement some stuff defensively and offensively that we really needed to work on, and we've grown a lot from it. So it's been a good experience.
That's fantastic. Perth turned on the weather for you as well, so it's always nice.
Been amazing.
Be nice to get away. It's nice hearing that from all you East Coasters. We just tend to call it winter, so.
Hasn't been great in Melbourne. Rough check by Sarah Mollison. Sarah low with the ball now.
Kata Polsky after that draw got collided by her own player, and she's a little bit hurt.
Holding her mouth.
Just taking a moment.
So much determination from the circle. There's so much speed coming at the ball, and that's where most collisions occur. The college games there have gone back to 3 at the draw, haven't they?
Definitely. It makes a difference not having as many people in on the draw. It's a little easier to just get it out cleanly. Not so much traffic in there.
South Australia still mucking around with it. They're too far back though. They're a long way back at the moment. They definitely need to be making sure that they get into this now and start to put some goals on the board.
I think right now it's hard to find the balance between being smart and being urgent.
Yeah.
Bonnie Wells.
Wells has got the speed and the strength.
Oh, great step.
Victoria would be looking to double that.
We've got a 3-second call from the official. Brings Bonnie Wells to the 11.
She's out on the hanging hash.
That's right, just having a look now. Oh,
It's a good look by Bella Pickett.
definitely had the shot there, didn't she? Lowe just couldn't quite corral the ball there as it's gone through. And now the turnover, Victoria with the ball.
Emily Zaborski down the sideline.
Works through the traffic. Sarah Mollison now with it. Using her speed to get down. Safanis with the ball out wide. Walking it behind.
Remember if you're watching at home, jump on the Australian Lacrosse Network homepage. Let us know you're watching. Always nice to know we're not talking to ourselves out here.
Lauren Hunter.
Lauren
shot
Hunter
low.
with another goal.
Great re-dodge by Lauren Hunter.
This is turning into a rout at the moment.
The Vics seem to be running away with it.
Hayley Stefanis found her very early, and it took her 2 moves to get her shot, but she put it away for a 14-5 lead. And we've just gone under 15 minutes.
9 goals. I don't think they've got. I don't think they can afford to really play around with the ball much at all now, can they? You see that any chance? What do they have to do? Any chance at all to get back into this?
They'd be struggling to find a fast break with the speed of the Vics, but they really need to get the ball from the centre, get it down as quickly as possible. Maybe look for a few give and goes. They've been strong with that this week. A little more urgency for them, I think.
Charlotte winning back in the middle for SA. Kata Polsky, I can't see her on the field. She had a cop one in the mouth that last draw.
We're within 15 minutes now. They need to be doing something here.
And Sarah Smith picks up a ground ball for Victoria. Gets through traffic.
Checks in there.
Deja vu all over again, isn't it?
Lauren Hunter streaming down the field.
Oh, great step on Page. Waving around, another shot.
Lauren
rips it.
Hunter.
So much momentum from Lauren Hunter. Got through 3 players there. Great control.
So strong. She's just bobbed and weaved through those defenders like they weren't there. And a great shot again. As you say, put it on the deck, that Rosalie Park kick. It's gone off stick side, but it's kicked up nicely. It's probably gone past the shoulder.
And the low shots have been the ones that have fallen today.
Full credit to young Sarah Smith on that ground ball off the draw.
Yep.
Tough
Stopped
one
a
in
few bad checks.
traffic. 2 quick passes, and Lauren Hunter did the rest.
It just
Did well
doesn't,
to get out of
if
there.
it's not one, it's the other, isn't it? Abby Bird just got ahead early, and then all of a sudden, Justice Allen, I think, pulled one out there. Like I say, another one stepping up. It just doesn't matter who's going the ball. They're all contributing at the moment for Victoria.
Katie Polsky back in.
She grabs her own draw.
Does well to get it to herself.
Changing the field, just having a look.
Laura Evans with it. Runs it down the side. She's got legs. Gets it behind.
All the way around the bottom corner, no help at all.
Life out of the South Australians. They may not be done yet, but it's a mountain to climb at the moment.
Laura Evans, goal
Opposite
number 6.
restraining line, runs the whole field, gets it behind goal, comes around and finishes well.
That's a great goal from Evans.
Another low shot.
That ends a run of about, how many goals in a row has that been? It's been, 7 goals in a row from... Yeah, got what they got. They got the first
7
one.
in a row, yeah.
5, yeah. 7
SA
in a
got the
row.
first. 7 in a row, a run of 7 for Victoria, and then...
Look, it's stemmed the bleeding, but... Yeah. We need to start asking a lot more questions of this Victorian defence end quickly as the ball goes up from the draw. And yet again, another pickup from Hunter. Hunter's off again. We've seen this just moments ago. Fantastic
Finds
feed.
Mollison.
Oh, wide left. We're talking about shooting, Paul, being a key to the game. Well, Victoria have definitely nailed that today, haven't they?
I'll give you a shot count in a second, Tim.
Paul Mollison doing everything.
Stefanis with it behind, being closely guarded by Evans. Kicks it up top to Danelle Mollison.
They don't want to get over that. The clock's about to tick over to 10 left in this half. Fantastic check from Morton. She's got space. Oh, dangerous there.
That's what SA need right now, a lot of hustle.
Gonna need the speed at the moment.
Morton's got it. Not pushing it too hard.
Bit of shake and bake on that left there, cutting down the left side, having a look, answering the questions, but we've got a foul.
Got the push call on Victoria.
So the shot count, Tim, SA have scored 6 from 17 shots. Victoria have scored 15 from 26 shots.
Gee, well over 50%. That's fantastic, isn't it?
Victoria just generating a lot more offensively.
Oh, another one from South Australia.
Karen Morton comes up with SA's 7th goal.
Morton, there's a call here at the end. Ooh, is the door slightly ajar? Yellow card. Not sure what happened there. Something probably given the business after the goal. Something going on there just as the ball's going in.
Nice to get 2 in a row. Now they've got to make it 3 in a row.
Sarah Smith with the yellow card.
Yes, they really need to work with this man-up opportunity that they've been given.
Oh, got to have a crack, got to make it count. We got a timeout on the play from Victoria. Again, just want to use this opportunity to thank our wonderful supporters here at the Australian Lacrosse Network. Always good to see some Australian lacrosse on YouTube. Big shout out to Australian Lacrosse Association for chipping in the funds to be able to get this through. And also Power Play Sports, local producer of sportswear here in Western Australia, selling things all across the country. Been great supporters of lacrosse in Australia and in WA, and have been fantastic support from them to be able to put the money behind us. So it's great to see the ALA and of course Paul here. Fantastic to see this on TV back home. When you're back there, you've been keeping an eye on it.
I don't know about you, Tim, but I've got messages from people all around the country that are watching in and giving some of their opinions. Some have said get the camera a little closer, some have said turn the music down. Theo's mum actually said to sound a bit more exciting.
Yeah,
Come on,
big
Theo,
shout out.
sound exciting.
She did. My mum, Lacrosse, hello to you. Thank you for watching and supporting. Not too supportive of my commentary, but of the lacrosse, definitely.
Oh, look, mothers are entitled to give constructive criticism as you go along, and you did, I must say. You got thrown in at the last second, so you've been doing a spectacular job.
Thank you.
For those viewers at home that we snagged there about a minute before we were about to start and said, come and sit down here because I don't know what's going on. So it's been fantastic to have her come along. She's doing a great job. So big shout out to Callie. Good to see you watching. And Celeste McDonald as well. I see you popping on the Facebook page, thanking us for our commentary. You're far too kind. I will take the compliments, keep them coming in. It's nice to get complimented instead of sledged mercilessly. But so far so good. 15 minutes to go. Hopefully South Australia can get this a little bit closer. Chips are lining up a little bit for them now. That's 2 quick goals and now a yellow card. So there's a chance now. I think they're going to have to make the move now, aren't they?
So
Definitely.
possession SA right from the centre.
Because of the foul, they've got centre possession, so they'll look to get it down now.
Definitely something cheeky going on after the goal there, but the referees, I think the refs have done a fantastic job today. Let them play.
Definitely. Haven't made too many calls, haven't been nitpicky, but they've called the ones that needed to be called.
So Victoria, one-man down defence. SA usually do a very good job when they're extra man. Let's see how they go here.
Victoria working the zone. Feed inside. Sumik Solvent.
Sasha Yamada open with the shot.
Oh, that's that experience, isn't it? That's a great save. That's it's about the 5th nail in the coffin, I reckon. Running out of lives.
Lauren Hunter with the ball. Crosses it to Sarah Mollison.
Mollison with a fantastic feed to Justice Allen.
She weaves past her defender.
Bonnie Wells trying to get in her ear, but very calm, cool and collected and well taken. And Victoria again going deep into possession again now.
SA now pressuring, doubling the ball. Janelle Mollison works out of the jam.
Surrounded by a sea of red, the ball's loose. There's a bit of a fight going
Scrubbing
on
for the ground ball.
And they worked hard and they come up with it. Bonnie Wells.
Wells with the speed, going to have a look inside, going to ask the question. Moss trying to play good defence. Rips the shot and there's no one backing up. That is not the outcome they were chasing.
The tempo was good, but I think just in that situation, she couldn't get free, so that probably wasn't the shot to take.
Definitely not going to die wondering, that's for sure. Good aggressive move, exactly what the doctor ordered by South Australia. Just needed to put the white thing in the orange goal and it would have been a hell.
Kirchheimer down the side.
Kirchheimer again, running it down the field.
Kirchheimer's been on everything today, hasn't she?
Really has, all over the field. On the draw, scoring a few goals.
And we've got the player back on for Victoria, so it's all even.
Safana's fouled, takes it behind.
Mollison just having a look. Mollison to Mollison. Waiting for special comments from the other Mollison. Paul, anything to say? Nothing? Well, we're on a roll.
Justice Allen working, passes it back off to Sarah Mollison. Back behind us, Safanis.
Hasn't damaged the scoreboard much in terms of goals, but Safanis, how many assists has she got? She's got squillions, hasn't she?
She's done a lot of work behind the scenes today. Had 2 lovely goals, but at least 3 assists. Really working hard for the Vics.
Burgess just having another look. Moving the ball on to Justice Allen.
The Vics are moving it well now, driving in, drawing their players and kicking it back out. They're being smart with it.
Justice Allen definitely shaking and baking and asking questions there of the defence. South Australia got it covered at the moment. Foul behind the play, behind the goals. Good to see a good crowd stick around as well.
Got the Victorian men's team over there.
They've definitely been very, very patriarchal over there, haven't they?
Definitely.
They've definitely been letting everyone know what they think of the score, but I think that gallery's been well stocked over there, and they're definitely making their voices heard. Burgess just holding onto the ball.
Victoria moving it well.
Just so smooth, isn't it? Just the way they're moving that ball around at the moment.
Double sent.
So we've got a 3-second call in the middle, do we? Instructions coming in from the sideline. Within 10 minutes.
Bella Pickett put behind. Sarah Molson with the ball.
Coach Stefanos definitely barking out instructions at the moment, letting them know to be aware of the double team. South Australia obviously definitely trying to put some pressure on the ball carrier at the moment. Oh, great check. Left the laundry out and she said thank you very much, but ball's bounced straight to Justice Allen. Victoria get another look with Burgess at X. Moving over to Molson. Back to Kirchheimer. Just having a look. Asking the questions, using that blistering speed. I don't know if she's still got any fuel left in the tank.
Great athlete.
Clock's gone on 10 minutes, Tim.
Molson to Molson with another great feed.
That hurts.
That pushes it back out to 9. That is a terrific feed, isn't it? And a great catch.
Goalie was moved out of position.
Yeah, goalie, not a lot she could do there. I mean, it was a great take. The ball's just sailing over the top, and somehow, I don't know, she got go gadget arms or what, because I don't know how she's plucked that from the sky. That looked like it was sailing over the top.
Amazing
and
stick
oh, just gone, thank you very much. This ball goes back in the middle for another draw. South Australia, almost too little too late now. Need 9 goals in the space of 10 minutes for some free lacrosse, but I don't think we're going to get that far today. Hold the play there, just a late substitution in South Australia. I think too many ladies on the paddock.
Kata Polsky, Janelle Mollison.
Just telling them we're all square, no cheating.
Oh, it's a long rip and gone to ground. Kata Polsky.
Fights for it, gets it.
She's done a good job, Kata Polsky, all game.
She's had some good rips, hasn't she? Just Victoria been too good on the ground ball so far. Morton has a look. Gets the ball to X. Back to Morton. Morton with the shot. Bobbles it, just couldn't corral it just in time. Just couldn't get enough on that as the ball bounces loose. There's a fight for the ball. Could be anyone's, whoever wants it the most.
Charlotte Wennon comes up with the ground ball.
Having a look now as they're at X trying to... Bobbles the ball.
Feed was inside, but Victoria smother it. Sue McSolver now with a nice steady clear.
Solving again in no rush whatsoever to get that ball out. Look, I know we're within 10 minutes
Look at
and
this.
it's 9 goals, but I mean, you're player of the game so far. Where are you landing at the moment? It's probably about, you could probably throw a blanket over about 3 or 4
Yeah,
of them, couldn't you?
it's always tough, Tim. It's a good play. And
Oh, rings one off. Ring-a-ding-ding. Puts that one off the pipe work.
Nice sidearm rip, unlucky on that. There's been a fair few Vics that have had a great game.
And the 2 Mollison girls, and Stefanos and Kirchheimer, I think you throw a blanket over 4 of them.
Lauren Hunter too had a great game.
I
been
really
hustling
liked
through
her.
the midfield.
Yeah, her game's been terrific, hasn't it? Through the middle, she's gone and gotten the hard ball.
She hustles very well.
Great save. It's popped straight to Stefanos. Stefanos rips another one past.
Such a pretty finish.
I think the dark horse for me is Abby Burgess. I think through the middle, early in the game, when the game was up for grabs, the game was nice and close. She got 3 or 4 really good contested possessions at speed through the draw. That just changed the game. South Australia, I don't think, saw the ball in offence for 10 minutes. Got the 4-goal buffer out, and SA have been chasing their tail since.
It's just, as you said earlier, Tim, it's just one player after the other contributing,
Yep.
getting the job done.
Very hard to separate one from the rest.
I mean, you think Morton's fought hard for South Australia. She's gone quiet the last 5 minutes, but I wouldn't be surprised if she's just completely gassed. She was all over it early, definitely played a huge role in keeping them in it.
She's really been lifting the tempo for them.
Yeah, but Victoria's goal shooting, that's just been irresistible.
Courtney
today.
Hobbs up against Hayley Stefanos.
Hobbs
Still on the
injury in
ground.
middle. Stefanos looks like she's just winded.
Rachel Kirchheimer with the ball.
Chased down by Sarah Lowe. She'll get away. Double team coming on behind.
Terrific speed, these girls. They really are incredibly athletic.
And there's a
Tries
ball
to
in
slice in
traffic.
between, but didn't tuck it.
Very hard to split a double team.
And the big boys letting the refs know they're not thrilled with that sort of treatment.
Stefanos working it, taking it behind. There's the double team again.
Shooting lane call on SA. Brody Clough will have a free position from the 11.
Great to see so many people out here.
Oh,
Today.
unlucky.
Another one for the Vics.
Goalie had a piece on that, but it trickled in.
Definitely moved over and had a great crack. Another comment on the Facebook page, Theo. Helen Fithall.
Oh, one of my teammates' mothers.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's popped on. She said g'day. She thinks you're doing a fantastic job. Gabby Lee as well, trying to urge the South Australian girls on. It's good to see some people jumping on the Facebook page. There are moments we think we're talking to ourselves and think we're going clinically insane, so it's nice to know that there are people out there listening and we're not talking to ourselves. So again, thanks for tuning in. It's great to have you all out here. Great to be broadcasting from sunny Perth.
And we're under 5 minutes remaining in the game.
11 goals. Our South Australian friends might be cautious to perhaps put it on mute because it hasn't been a very good afternoon at all for the South Australian girls.
Didn't look like the ball went high enough, but there was no call.
There's that body
Hobbs
collision
hopped
in
on
the
there
middle.
and jumped up real quick.
Sticks flying everywhere.
Yeah, that draw didn't go very high. I
No,
thought
it
that should have
didn't.
been redrawn.
I think it should have as well. Possibly could have avoided that.
Just making sure everything is where it should be. Yeah, one tough cookie. Warn that.
So
Probably couldn't split there. Just contact everywhere. People
Yeah.
going for the ball, head over it, being aggressive. It's good.
Both-
It's on both sides.
It's just good lacrosse.
very tough players. These two, Courtney Hobbs, Brody Clough.
Who you got winning this? Quick.
It'll be very physical. I'll go Clough. Keeps breaking though,
That's not-
lost the ball.
Oh, you put the kibosh on it this time.
I did.
You went the Vic bias.
My bad,
You
my
put the
bad.
kibosh on it.
I think just because of her size, but Hobbs with the ball now.
Brody Clough with a foul. Courtney Hobbs. with
Things
another
getting
look
a
at
little
it.
physical.
Victoria's defence is in, nice and tight. SA they really need to step up. Ball movement, cutters, try and get a couple back on the board.
18-7. Vic's leading by 11. Within 5 minutes now. It's almost academic now. So the South Australian girls obviously going to keep fighting. South Australia deep in possession, deep in their own half at the moment. Look, asking the questions, but that's terrific defence from Sarah
Helene
Smith.
pushing in hard. She's got the foul.
Young Sarah Smith with the foul.
I think every time I've said great D, they've called a foul, so I might just retire at this point and let you guys finish
No,
it off.
she was sitting very well. I think it was a last-minute extension.
Seemed to be very good defence, but South Australia with a chance here to get one back, try and pick something back, get some respectability back into this. Ball's gone loose, but it's been recovered nicely at the top. Having a look, asking questions, move the ball down low.
SA with a bit of urgency.
Karen
Morton
Oh.
with a shot, great shot.
Great shot, but amazing save.
she's definitely pulled out the saves when they've needed to, hasn't she?
Definitely.
Did make it an inspired call.
Foul on South Australia. Victoria with the ball. Under 5 to go.
Of course, we want to say again, g'day to all our overseas viewers as well. Good to see Scotty Sheets. Big fan of West Australian women's lacrosse. Good to see him watching over there in the US at the moment. He's doing a great job. Hope you've acclimatised nicely back there, mate.
Morton with the ball.
SA run in the back of D and they cause another turnover. Let's see whether they can get a score on the board.
18-7. Oh, it's just been clinical though this half, hasn't it?
We're down to about 4 minutes, so there's not that much time left.
No, 10-3 half ain't going to help anyone at any time. So that run of 7 goals was just telling, wasn't it? Just took the ball, completely took it out.
Winning, going through traffic. Charlotte winning. Draws a card, I think. Abby Burgess with a yellow card.
Victoria down a player now.
But I'm going to get you two off the fence. Who's been the player of the game?
If we had to pick one.
You had to pick one. I've only got one medal. We haven't got enough money over here in Perth. We get one medal to give.
I'd go Rachel Kirchheimer. She's been amazing all over the field.
Oh, late goal from Morton.
Good finish by Morton. Put it lower around Sue McSolvin.
Good feed, and they get it back to 10. Here in the call, 2 minutes left. I think the Vics can start to take the champagne off ice, I think, and loosen the corks, because I think this one's in the bag, but...
Yellow card gets turned over, the yellow timer card, so 2 minutes.
2 minutes to go. What do you reckon, Paul? Who do you think? Yeah, I think it's Kirchheimer out for the game?
Easily 1 of 4, but I like the Kirchheimer influence on the game, her impact on the game for inside the first 4 goals. She was a part of all of them.
Yep.
And possibly 3, 4 of the first draw possession. So yeah, she had a big impact early and it set it up well.
Fantastic. No, she's had a fantastic game, hasn't she? And the Mollison girls have been everywhere as well, just controlling the ball.
And you've got a whole number of girls chipping in along the way.
You can't look at Hayley Stefanos as well early in particular. I mean, the first 3 goals, I think we were saying she had the first 3 assists on the first 3 goals of the game, and before you know it, the foot...
And the draw control now.
The foot just went on the throat of South Australia, and they haven't been able to get the foot off of it. Just having a look now, not long left.
Fouled with the ball. Victoria looking to keep it safe.
Across to Stefanos, having a look.
Stefanos splits the double. Bombs it over to Sarah Mollison.
They say really stepping up the pressure now. Running
Stefanos with a great take.
Victoria using the long passes to be the double teams. SA are really stretched out now.
Got to give SA credit. They're definitely not going to. They're not going into a hole and dying, are they? They're having a crack.
They're fighting hard. They're really pressuring out what they need to be doing.
Victoria just clearly trying to take possession at the moment. Just hold on and maintain the ball. Probably within about a minute to go. There's our player of the game, Kirchheimer, appropriately in it again. There's a foul call on the play. 10 goals, 18-8, Victoria over South Australia in the last 9 seconds of the 2015 women's final. And it's been Victoria's day from the outset. Jumped out to a 3-0 lead. South Australia pegged it back to about 8-4, but then it was Victoria all in the second half. They've just absolutely dominated this game.
Justice Allen splitting the double again.
Very smooth with that, very smooth.
The foul on South Australia.
Tried to step inside, but given the business, and the refs are all over it.
Victoria doing well to hold on to it despite all the pressure.
South Australia's pressure's definitely ramped up. Probably needed this about 10 minutes ago. Victoria, they're coping with it at the moment. but it's not. We're under a minute to go. Calls coming out from the bench. They're in about 30 seconds. The ageless Bruce Banyard just grabbing the clock at the moment and stepping onto the field. We're into 30 seconds now. And this has been all Victoria's game right from the outset.
Victoria still with possession. Done very well to hold on to it. Knocked down by South Australian, but picked up again by Victoria.
Sort of just summed up the game, hasn't it? South Australia having a crack, but every time the ball's bounced or hit the deck, it's found its way into a navy blue stick.
Definitely.
As the clock continues to run down, we're nearly done here. South Australia continuing to fight, continuing to pressure, and they're doing their fans back home a tremendous amount of effort as they have a crack and they continue to put the pressure on.
Justice Allen moving through several players. She's stripped right at the end. She'll regain possession.
The Victorian bench is all on their feet.
All very excited. Last few seconds of the game.
Justice Allen with the ball. Can't be long left now. Looking to put one more past the keeper. Justice Allen with the shot. Trust.
High over the top.
Got a piece. Mollison bringing the ball back in again.
Did well to back that up.
Mollison just having a look, just holding the ball out now. This game's done and dusted. Mollison just using her feet to run away. Great pressure from Morton. Morton continuing to put the pressure on. That's the game. 2015 women's final is in the book, and it has been Victoria from the outset. 18-8, running out 10-goal victors. Paul, Theo, what'd you make of that?
Definitely, they had a great game. They were on top of everything, both ends. They used their speed, and they just outdid SA today.
Chemistry was just pretty good, wasn't it, Paul?
Yeah, dominating with the draw control. That makes a big difference to get first use. There's too many today for Victoria, for SA to have more of an impact, but SA, for their amount of time in offence, they did the best they could. I would have liked to have seen their defence step up a little bit earlier in the game, like they did that last.
They got it to them, didn't they? They rattled them a little bit towards the back end, didn't they? Yeah.
It really changed the nature of Victoria's offence. I would have liked to have seen that much earlier.
Yeah.
But we'll never know. It's Victoria's day today, 18-8.
Absolutely. What a fantastic game. Goal scorers there, we just try and pull that together, and there's a fair few of them to kind of get through. I'm not sure if I kept score. Paul, how did you go with your score? Did you keep on top of who the goal scorers were?
I did. We've got. Well, Rachel Kirchheimer had 4 or 5 for the game. Sorry, 6. Rachel had 6 for the game.
Stick around. We will try and see if we can grab one of the Victorian girls and have a quick chat to them before the game's all said and done as we run through the goal scoring for today. Theo, how'd you enjoy that? Throwing in at the last minute?
Loved it. Had lots of fun with you guys. Great game to watch.
I think
Happy
you
to be part of it.
did a fantastic job. Make sure you say hello to all your fans. You got all your fans listening here
Everyone
around
back
the
home
world.
in Victoria, hello to all of you. Thank you everyone for listening.
Big shout out, say good day. All your friends back in Maryland.
All the girls too over in Baltimore, Maryland. So hello to you all.
What time would it be back there at the moment?
Right now they're 12 hours behind.
12
What time
hours
do we have
behind.
here?
5 in the morning, yeah.
Yeah.
So 5 in the morning. We know they'll definitely be up
Don't
watching
think
and
any
listening.
of them will be up. A little
Well,
early
good
for them.
news for you. This is live, but it's also going to be stored. So all your
Awesome,
friends back
so-
home can be sure to chuck it on whenever they want.
They can go have a listen.
By
Awesome.
the time you get back, it's going to be sweet. So make sure you stick around anyway. We're definitely going to try and get an interview with one of the victors shortly. But thank you, Theo. It's been fantastic to
Thank
have
you
you
for
on the
having
commentary
me.
today. You definitely assisted me and guided me through, which has been useful.
You were great.
Tried to figure it out, but it was a great game out there today. Victoria just far, far, far too good. Paul's still doing math over here as we try and figure out who the goal scorers were.
Had several today.
Today, goal scorers, the Victorian one, that is, Danelle Mollison with 2, Rachel Kirchheimer with 6, Sarah Mollison with 3, Taylor Stefanos with 4, Abby Burgess with 1, Lauren Hunter with 2, and Verity Clough with 1. For SA, we've got Courtney Hobbs with the 1, Jamie Dinning with 2, Karen Morton with 3, and Laura Evans with her 1.
Well, there you have it. just about ready to sign off here from Rosalie Park, but make sure you stick around, all the South Australian fans. Thank you for tuning in, everyone around the world. But you Vic fans, make sure you stick around. We're going to go try and get an interview with one of the victors shortly, and then we'll wrap it up from here. But before I do, a big thank you to Theo and Paul. Fantastic. Your assistance has been fantastic. And based on the feedback we've been getting on the Facebook page, appreciate all your help today. So thank you very, very much. It's been fantastic to have you both in commentary. Stick around. We're just going to have a very, very short break, and then we're going to try and get an interview with someone, and then we'll wrap it up here from Rosalie Park. You're watching the Australian Lacrosse Network. Welcome back to Rosalie Park as we finish up the 2015 ladies final. I've got two of the victors with me, Sarah Mollison and Rachel Kirchheimer. Well done, congratulations. How'd that feel?
Oh, it feels good. I mean, to come away with a win like that, just you can't feel any better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to play today. I think it was a good team effort by everyone from coaches, girls on the bench. We had an injured player who didn't play with us today, but everyone played their part, so it's really exciting. Yeah,
you definitely seemed to dominate that. The chemistry between the girls was just amazing. It's like, obviously a lot of you from similar clubs and you play together quite a bit. The chemistry was just stunning. The preparation was, you had a great prep heading into this tournament?
Yeah, we had a lot of prep, working together, consistent training, and our coaches worked really hard to get everyone together and to feel like a part of the team and everyone playing their part, so it was good.
Yeah, we'd train twice a week leading up for I think about 8 weeks. You have 4 tryouts. There's actually girls that were a part of the campaign who didn't make the team, so they kept training with us and helped make us better, so hopefully they know that they played a special part in this. And yeah, we're just really excited that now it's all over and we can enjoy it.
Absolutely. It's going to look out, everyone. It's going to be party time here in Perth tonight. But no, South Australia put out, you guys had some great teams on paper coming into this tournament, looking at the South Australian, the Victorian sides. South Australia obviously a very, very good side, not their day. Anything in particular you guys did to combat them today?
Well, it's just giving them the respect that they deserve, really. They have so many good players in there. We talked through our matchups, trying to look at who their top scorers were and taking them out of the game so that everyone else could step up and play their bit.
Yeah, I think we really focus on trying to win the draw. We've been really dominant in those areas the last 3 games, so I think we really dominated again today and just trying to stick our shots and focus and work together as a team in defence, and I think the rest just took care of itself today.
Well, we're going to put you on the spot because we were in 2 minds who the player of the game was, and we split votes between the 2 of you. So out of the 2 of you, who do you think was the player of the game today?
Who cares? Who cares? We won!
That's the right answer there. I think that's the right answer. Well, look, thank you very much, ladies. Go away, have yourself some fun, have a drink, enjoy the dinner tonight, have fun, and of course, welcome and thank you for coming all this way. But again, thank you very much to everybody for tuning in. Victoria running away big victors in the ladies' final today. WA taking out the men's final earlier. That just about signs us off here for the 2015 Australian Lacrosse Association Nationals. For everyone at the ALN and all the players and all the participants, thank you very much for tuning in wherever you are, and keep the criticism and the feedback coming. We really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, everybody, and we'll see you at the next tournament. Cheers.